Previously. I'm okay. I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Ah, is that right? Then what about me? Do I really have it coming to me? Nah, it's too bad.
Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh, is that right?
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Okay.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start
What?
those flickers weren't just a trick of light. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
I did lose myself.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember.
Ah!
Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings.
I don't think you are the bad guy, but I think it's so contradictory, it's not even funny.
Feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Oh, God. Oh, no, what have we done?
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
No, I don't think we were. Alright, do it.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah,
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Problem is, this has already happened before.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted.
We've seen between the cracks already once.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Here we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
I'm glad you like it.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Sure.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Should we get a different
Don't let
one?
it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Sure. I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Sure.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
What's up, everybody? Science here. How you doing? So I hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't, and turn the notifications on because, well, you know, it happens. That being said, I hope you guys are liking the long plays, and hopefully soon we'll have some maybe TikTok or meme things going on. Do look forward to it. Until then, though, I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your video. Bye.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Only one chain. Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No, I wasn't. But that's because I seen something else.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I gotta know.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I mean, she makes a valid point.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's
Interesting.
unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
I have to send the fragments back.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Yep.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Wait.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is
Okay.
it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
We have.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Alright, now where's the boot?
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Yep, knew it.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I don't think that's how it works. Kinda hoping I get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity.
Wait, was the
Your
princess
reward.
death?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I don't believe you for a second.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I don't know about that. I mean, lots of napping got done, but I'm not happy.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Hell no. Do you think I got any of that to get us out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Okay.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Okay.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
This isn't wonderful,
Do
though.
you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Ah, but what
In
if
a
I
sense,
want to?
we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Yeah, it kinda is.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'm pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Sounds good.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Starting to wonder if the narrator
Whatever.
is the bad guy.
For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. Ah.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Interesting.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about?
This is the
Just
second
for the
time
first
you
time.
screwed me over, you giant voice in the sky narrator. I'm gonna get you. Just wait. I'm gonna come find you. I'm gonna put my skeleton foot in your butt.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
No, we won't.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all this is real and everything already happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I do anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Oh, but I did listen to
Oh,
you.
we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Oh, do you now?
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Oh, I'm sure they didn't.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh, I hate that.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Oh, I hate that.
It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
I agree with the voice of the cold.
Just stay focused, will you?
Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after, and I slew her when I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round.
Yeah. What about that?
Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all.
Yeah, we did.
You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Last time I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can something like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
Or maybe this consistent dance between me and her that you have us playing is actually what's ending the world. Who locked in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
No.
Don't overcomplicate
No, I'm
things.
gonna overcomplicate it. I want to overcomplicate it. Because you got me stuck in a time loop, and I've been in one of these before, and they suck. People locked me here. Why couldn't they slay it? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this.
Oh, is that right?
Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course we're special.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I told you everything you need to know.
No.
Just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
That's not how that works.
This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
I don't believe that for a second.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Oh, is that right?
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem.
Right.
The interior of the cabin is cold.
The mirror.
A soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
We did kill her, unless it's different. You know, this is the second time you not say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
Yes.
There isn't.
Yes.
If there's a mirror, let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why
Yes,
would I
there
lie
is.
about something so meaningless?
The only thing
What
I can
would
think-
a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This mirror is outside of his control. This mirror is set up to be like what was going on last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
No, but I've had this happen.
You reach forward and
Now
rub your hand
it's
against
on
the
the wall
cabin
again.
wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago,
Yeah, it was.
and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Maybe. No, we're just gonna enter the basement without the blade. Don't need it this time. We'll
The
see
door
if she's
to the
dead.
basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
No, she's already either
Guess we'll
dead.
just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Oh no!
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely
You know,
terrifying.
there's a couple cool ghosts I know,
What's
so this
a
isn't that big of a
ghost
deal.
supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Fair enough.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Interesting.
So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She
Yikes.
looks
Ah.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. It's already happened. We killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, None of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
Oh, is that right?
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
Yeah.
There's a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her. And then what?
Right?
And then you'll have saved the world.
And then we'll be back at it
I think
again.
he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? You're going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
I didn't either.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
Ah.
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
You know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
What?
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Ah. Where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
That is a good question.
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
Huh.
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Except she's already dead, she's just a specter. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it won't be hard to do it again.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again.
Nah, no, you don't get a choice in the matter.
That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Correct.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
I didn't think so.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your
Joke's
suicidal
on you,
tendencies in
buddy!
Like I said, I just want to go home.
I don't think you can, though. I died too. I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
I stabbed myself.
Princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
Ouch.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
You know, I
tried to leave
agree on that
you.
one.
Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Okay.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Yeesh.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now,
What?
isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder
Oh.
what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Probably not. Now, go for it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes
Don't
stare
care.
deeply into
Let's
yours.
see what happens.
There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
Okay.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Nope.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Okay.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Right.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me, is what I am.
Shards of am I the mirror?
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
Will we though?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Yeah, it's a good question.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Oh.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
Oh.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Huh?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Yes.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Huh.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Okay.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her.
Ah!
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Yeah, kind of will be.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Here we go.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, but that's what he's been doing the entire
That's
time.
exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Apparently he does.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
Right?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Oh.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
What if it's part of another world?
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Okay, this is getting a little too deep for me.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Like a puddle.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
But why?
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
But why?
And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
No.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
That's nice to know. I don't care about that.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Yes, let's.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Yeah.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
That he did.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
That is... My brain hurts. Stop it.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Okay, please do. Oh.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Yes.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I meant to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there we go. Boop. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course, you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. No. It's gonna be okay, trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
Yeah, though. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
Up to the cabin again.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yes.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Can you give me a straight answer? I mean, that'd be kind of nice, honestly.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
But I need to ask you questions to know how to finish
The vessels you
things.
choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like that?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
Huh.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. Well, this is all done. Do you know what you want to be?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
I see. You know that at the end of this, once you finish, I'm gonna kill you, right? No. I don't want to kill you. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same thing I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
True. What do you want me to bring you next?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
True.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I see. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I think I fear things are gonna be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Yeesh.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Interesting. And what if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now, barely finished, damp, cavernous.
Hey, Chainsaw Man, how you doing? You have no need to wait. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.